Rising from the ground, echoes of the sound, ashes of the past form the present, and the future is now. They can't wait till another goes down.
Well, WWE, I think it's safe to say you are officially fucked. Hey guys, what is up? It is I, James Primrose, here for my next video on my channel. And yes, you read the title correctly. 2016 is off to a rough start. Despite a decent Raw with a bombshell ending that the Royal Rumble match will be for the world title. That is awesome news. But then we follow that up with shocking, more bombshell news, but it's not good. It's not good. It's an absolute disaster. Just when we thought the injury curse was over and we thought we could pull through, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Because John Cena has got a shoulder injury, guys. Yeah, he sustained a significant shoulder injury and is undergoing surgery right now as we speak in Birmingham, Alabama, and will be out for 6 to 9 months. He's going to miss WrestleMania 32. You would think as someone that's not the biggest John Cena fan ever that I would be happy with that, but I'm not. I'm not happy with that. Especially considering how the amount of top stars we've lost already. Sting, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Randy Orton, now John Cena. These are 6 major stars that won't be at WrestleMania. 6 big stars that won't be at WrestleMania. And had they still be fit to this day, who knows what awesome matches they could have done to make this WrestleMania the biggest of all time. That's what they're building it up as. That's what the vibe we're trying to get. For AT&T Stadium to hold their attendance record for 105,000 people. We want to believe this is going to be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. But when you've lost so many stars due to injury, and it's not WWE's fault, it comes to the point now where do you go from here? Especially with this one. John Cena. This is, without a doubt, the last thing WWE needed, especially at this time where the road to WrestleMania has officially begun. The plan with John Cena, by the way, was to have him face The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. And honestly, even though it's not the match I really wanted, I would have been fine with it. Because it's a match we'd never seen at WrestleMania. These two haven't collided in a good 10 to 12 years. Why not? It would feel fresh. It would feel somewhat different, you know what I mean? Because the last big opponent for Undertaker, other than Sting, is John Cena, to be fair. But now, Undertaker vs. John Cena has just been thrown out the window because of Cena's injury. So now, who the fuck does Undertaker face off against at WrestleMania? In my eyes, honestly, the only guy left is The Rock. And that's honest truth. Rock's going to be there at WrestleMania. He announced it. Why not? Rock versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. Why not? Again, it's never been done at WrestleMania. Like, Undertaker's never beat Rock at WrestleMania. Rock says he's done it all except beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. They can use that in some story. They can do that. But in my eyes, that's all they can do. Because they had plans for Sting and Undertaker. Sting got injured. They had plans for Undertaker, John Cena. John Cena's now got injured. So now, what the hell do you do? It's quite the conundrum, I know. And you know what? Normally I say with injuries, it's not WWE's fault. And it never is. Injuries happen, that's what you're going to expect. But with this one, I kind of do blame this one on WWE. Only just a bit. And why I say that is because for like the past 10 years, or 12 years, since 2005, we can all agree, John Cena has been that guy that has been so overprotected, that has been so overused, to the point where, yes, he's Super Cena all the time. He overcomes the odds all again, and he always has to go over everyone to the guys that really should go over. Like, again, Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, Rusev, Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, that's a major one. Damn, man. And the Nexus, as well, as not forget about the Nexus as well back in 2010. That was stupid. It's just, it comes to the point now where John Cena's buried so much talent. Well, I won't say buried, but they got a win over him when they shouldn't have. It's come to the point now where John Cena hasn't put over so much talent in a long time. To the point now where he goes and there's no new stars created because of this. So now John Cena's gone. What do you do? What stars do you have? Who are you going to run with for the road to WrestleMania? We have Brock Lesnar. He's coming back next week on Raw. Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock. Then what? Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt. Those guys should be top stars. Those guys should be guys that can carry the show. But Vince just looks at them and goes, you're good lads, but you're not The Rock, you're not Stone Cold, you're not Triple H, you're not big-time players, you're not Hall of Fame caliber, top-quality wrestlers. When, in reality, if they were booked properly, they could be main event caliber superstars. But Vince does not rely on that. Vince isn't what he used to be with the main roster. Back in the WWF in 2000, he always relied on the future. He always relied on the current superstars, the Rocks, the Undertakers, the Kurt Angles, the Triple H's, all them current stars back in the day. He relied on the future. Now, he still relies on the Rocks, the Undertakers, the Triple H's, all that kind of jazz, all the part-timers. Doesn't rely on the future anymore. He only relies on views, ratings. That is it. And look where it's ended up with now. All these big stars gone, with no new stars created. I fear for WrestleMania 32. Dare I say it, WrestleMania 32 could be one of the biggest flops in WWE history. Not saying it's going to be. I still think it could have the potential to be a great show. But with all these new major stars gone, with all these big names gone, it really does not help. So, again, just the one question I have to say is, where the fuck do you go from here? Where do we go from here? Someone answer in the comments below, where do we go from here? Because really, I haven't the fucking clue. I haven't, honestly. And just imagine, right? I know, actually, no, don't imagine, but it's just it's just a scary thought if this injury curse continued. Imagine if Roman Reigns got injured tomorrow at a house show. Holy fucking shit, the WWE might as well be finished. Because, literally, you cannot get any worse than that. You cannot get any worse than that. If Roman Reigns gets injured, just like Seth Rollins did, and they have to vacate the title again before the Royal Rumble, you know, let's not think the worst like that. I mean, the worst has kind of already happened, dare I say it, but, you know, it's one of them times, and it sucks. It really does suck. Like, again, 2016's off to a meh, rough start. I'm pulling for the WWE still, that they pull through. They still pull out interesting storylines, development in characters. We have a good build-up for WrestleMania 32 and the Royal Rumble. It's confirmed Brock Lesnar is going to be at Fastlane, just with Chris Jericho, which is interesting. Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho at Fastlane. That's kind of interesting. I want to see where that goes. But other than that, man, I don't really know what to say. This is a huge shock, so I think I'm going to end it at that. So leave your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel. And all I can say is, peace out, my brothers.